What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, all right, we're coming back to Cream. Yes, indeed. Cream Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity-bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Stubble McShave, and Stubble McShave wanted to see me react to this. It is Cream with a performance, a live performance from 1968. We're going back with this one, of their song Crossroads.
Tell me you're joking.
Now, have I seen this performance before? No, I have not. Now here's the thing, because I know right now people are wondering, well, what about the song? I've heard the song before. I wasn't 100% sure the first time I did a reaction to this song, but I did a reaction to this and I discovered very quickly that, oh yes, I recognize the song. Never mind. I was still able to do a reaction to the live performance. And I'm going to be honest with you folks, it was when they were older, and you know, and that was unfortunate, but I had to hold them to the same standards I hold every other band. I don't care who the band is. I don't care if it's Cream. I don't care if it's Nightwish. I don't care if it's Soilwork. I don't care if it's Kiss. I don't care if it's Johnny Nobody and the Never Will Be's. I don't care. I'm going to hold everybody to the exact same standard. Now, there are a few bands that I will hold to a higher standard because I expect more from them. But Cream is not in there. I didn't expect a tremendously impressive live show because they were older, you know? Now, this is from when they were younger. So, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go, but we're going to find out. And just to let you all know, I am going to hold them to the same standards as I hold every other band here on the channel. I'm going to have certain expectations. I'm going to have my checklist, and I'm going to see how many check boxes they check off. And that will eventually lead to a score that I will use to explain I will explain how I came up with that score in detail during the review. All right, so before everybody starts complaining, before people go, well, what about the song? Like I said, I already know the song. I'm well aware of the song. I've heard the song a lot of times. I didn't even realize this, but looking back, I've actually played this song a few times. I didn't even realize it. I just heard it was Crossroads, and I was like, okay, well, how many songs are there called Crossroads out there? There's probably a few, you know? I didn't know it was a Cream song. I had no clue about that. So, you know, I can't take the song into account. I just can't. I'm going to be basing this reaction completely, solitarily on the visual live show. What we see on stage is the only thing that's going to matter here. I don't care about the song. I already know the song. I've dealt with the song before. I'm focusing only on the live show right now, okay? I will take how well they play the song into account in a live setting. Sure, I'll take that into account very slightly. We're literally talking 2% of the score possible, okay? I don't know if they'll account for 2% or not. Maybe less. Maybe not at all. So please, folks, keep that in mind. Spare me having to read the comments and answer comments of, this is one of the most influential songs ever written. You're absolutely right. It absolutely is. This song crossed genres between rock and blues. It absolutely did. And it has set a standard of this style of music that so many bands after them have emulated. And I absolutely give credit where credit's due when it comes to the song, okay? I do. I respect the hell out of this song, but it is not a factor here right now, okay? It's just not. If you don't like it, don't watch. Please, just turn the video off right now, okay? If you don't like that, you don't like how I do things, leave. It's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings by leaving. I promise, all right? Anyway, this was posted by Antonio Cuevas. Sure, why not? And the video has 8.1 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Cream, Crossroads, 1968. Going way back with this one. All right. Cool. So we will hopefully, I don't know. We'll hopefully get all the check boxes checked. We'll have to wait and see what happens here, I guess. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I don't know if I can use this video. There's a lot of question marks. There's a lot of question marks. I'll give you an example. See if I can find it. Yep, there it is. So let's back up even more. I see him playing. Yeah, I see Jack playing. Yes, but I don't know if he's playing this song. I can't tell because I can't see his left hand. All I can see is his right. I haven't seen his left hand once during this entire video so far. The drummer sometimes is shown, but there's so many hard zoom in and zoom out. Wow, 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 wow. I can't tell what he's playing. I can't see what he's playing. We got shots coming up. We got even more examples. Okay, so here we go, a still shot. That doesn't prove anything. That doesn't show anything. He could be just standing there. For all we know, this picture was taken while he was talking to the crowd in between songs. No idea. I have no idea if he was playing here or not. He could be adjusting his guitar strap for all I know. Is he playing? Can't tell. It's just a shot of him from like the collarbone up with these little fluttering zoom in and zoom outs to give it a shutter effect. Doesn't show him playing at all. He could just be standing there for all we know. Okay, so we saw half of Ginger's head and a drumstick that would come into frame every once in a while. Folks, and the thing is, the whole video has been like this. Now listen, I understand. The 60s were a magical time. I get it. There was a lot of influence being utilized when it came to making films and making music. I understand that there was a lot of outside stimuli that was used during, the creative process when it came to making films, making music, making television, whatever the case may be. I absolutely understand that. And at the time, with some of those influences, people got the idea that, doing shots like what we just saw is very creative and very expressive. Well, that might be the case, but when it comes to seeing what is being played, how it's being played, what's being done on stage, we can't tell squat. We can't. For all I know, these rapid shots, these zoomed in shots on a hi-hat, they don't tell me anything. For all I know, they're playing a completely different song. They could be utilizing this footage from a completely different tune. And they just took the audio recording of the live performance after all these editing, after all these video snippets and these artistic zooms ins and all these close-up shots and everything, these still shots. You put them all together into this mishmash of a video, and you take the live audio of them playing live and you put it underneath. It's not the first time that's happened, folks. It's happened a lot of times. In particular, during the 60s. The 60s and early 70s. A lot of bands did this. So, I don't know if I can use this. I don't. I don't know if we're going to get a score here. To be perfectly honest with you, folks, I don't see how I can score this. I really don't. I can't take the song into account. And live performance, I don't know how much visually of this is the live performance of this particular song, if any of it. Honestly, I don't see how. I don't see how. Let's keep watching. Let's hope there's something in here I can use. Hopefully. I can use that. I can't use any of this.
Crossroads, believe I'm sinking down.
Great, more photographs.
Eric Clapton, please. A vocal.
Oh man, now we have just a montage of pictures. Great, that proves absolutely nothing. The world famous Fillmore. Yes, indeed. So this audio was recorded live at the Fillmore. Okay. Man, I'm sorry, folks, but I just I don't see how. I don't see how. I really don't. Let me try. I'm gonna try everything I can to piece this together. But my gut's telling me I'm wasting my time. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me get my thoughts together. Oh boy. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Cream with a live performance from 1968 of their song Crossroads. This was a request from Stubble McShave. All right, here's the deal, folks. I thought about this for, how long was I thinking about it? Over 20 minutes. I mulled this over in my head for almost 25. And I came up with two conclusions. Number one, the audio did come from a live recording. Now, did it come from 1968? It says it did, so I'm just gonna go and base my evaluation on that. It says it's from 68. I don't have any proof to say otherwise. So the audio that we heard, from what I could tell, is from a live recording, and we're going to make the assumption on good faith that it was from 1968, just as it says. Okay, that's one that's one conclusion I came up with. The other conclusion I came up with is this: the video footage that we saw was of Cream together playing live. Now, this is where things get interesting. Was that video footage from the same live performance that what we saw? I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I mean, there's nothing conducive about what we saw. There was a lot of very hard edits, a lot of close-up shots, a lot of quote-unquote creativity and freedom on the part of the cameraman or cameramen and the filmmaker, whoever the filmmaker was, the director, whoever the director was, whoever was taking the shots. They had a lot of creative freedom And I'm sure there was a lot of influence being utilized there. Yeah, a lot of outside stimuli. You know what I'm talking about, if you catch my drift. But here's the thing, that all leads up to a lot of question marks. You know, we saw Jack's right hand playing on the bass. Yeah, absolutely, we saw that. Never saw his left hand once, so I have no idea what notes he was playing. He could be playing a completely different song for all I know when it came to those shots. Same thing for Ginger. When it came to his playing, we saw a lot of his head. We saw a lot of his face. Very rarely did we ever see his sticks hitting anything. We would see his sticks come up into the shot of his head. He's looking down and he's looking intense, and every once in a while there's a stick. There's a stick. There's a stick. You know, I don't know what song he was playing. I couldn't tell. You know, it could be any song. I just, and with all the zooms ins and the close-ups and the shuddering and the still shots and everything else, it didn't help. It absolutely didn't help. The only thing that made the video conducive to what we were hearing was there were some shots where we got Clapton, we got his face on a microphone, and it looked like he was saying the words. It looked like his mouth was forming the words that we heard. Okay? So that is literally the only piece of supporting evidence that links the video to the audio. That's literally it. With any type of concrete evidence. Everything else we saw in this video, for all we know, they were from other shots, from other songs, from the same concert. It might not even have been this concert. They may have taken the audio from another show that they did in 1968 and used that as the audio platform, the audio foundation for this artsy-fartsy video that they pieced and cobbled together from another show, or maybe from this show, but from different songs. I mean, I don't know. There were the only time we had any conduciveness was with when we would see Clapton on the mic. That was it. There were a lot of shots of Clapton where we got him from, you know, the collarbone up, and we couldn't even see. I mean, we saw a guitar strap. I would assume he had a guitar on, but that doesn't mean he was playing. He could have been adjusting for all we know. He could have been fixing his pants for all we know. You know, we don't know. There's just too many unknown variables, unknown uncommonalities. So, unfortunately, folks, I hate to do this, but I'm not putting my reputation on the line based on, you know, hearsay. So, I'm going to give this no score. I'm sorry. I know. But I'm not going to put my reputation on the line based on assumption and guessing. I'm not going to do it. So, not the best video. That is for sure. That was a weird one to be sure. Now, I will say, what we heard sounded good. Oh yeah, it sounded good. As a matter of fact, I would say what we heard sounded great. It's just a shame that the video did absolutely nothing to link itself up with that video. Couldn't tell. So, but what we heard sounded great. It's a shame. It's a shame I've heard the song before. Otherwise, I could have done a reaction to the song. And that would have been, we'd be up. I'm telling you, we'd be up there. Oh, yes, we would. We would be quite a bit up there. But that's unfortunate. So, yeah, for the live performance, no score. Sorry, folks, but that's the way it's going to be. Final word, well, lack of a score, I guess. No score, final word, I've spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.